when I get out the door, I feel like I can barely get out the door. That's how bad it is.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of
Again, everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Melissa.
Welcome to RV Rolling with MJ as we are at the end.
Yes, unfortunately, it's bittersweet. We had such a great time, but also I'm looking forward to a little bit of relaxation and seeing my family back home in Florida. So
after almost a 3-month extravaganza across Canada, we have ended our journey, our quest in Vancouver.
Yep.
So let's do this in 2 parts.
Okay.
I'll start first.
Okay. This is
and there'll be multiple videos on Vancouver, but just a brief chat about Vancouver, since we won't really get to talk about it in all the videos. Vancouver is probably the second best place I've ever been. Second to New York City. It has everything you can imagine. It has every kind of recreation you could think of. It has so many different sections and so many different, a city, a suburb, mountains, hills, islands to visit, biking galore. We are right next to on the other side of Stanley Park, and we're just a bike ride in. Bike scooters everywhere. Really every place you go, it's beautiful. I think Whistler, which was our other video, is just an hour up the road. Not that we ever rate places. Vancouver to me, 10 plus.
It was definitely my favorite city in Canada.
Now let's shift to the campsite. And I don't know if the video can capture it. Where we are filming now, we have tried to find a location to film this. I'll just say it right out. We can barely find room on our site to do this video.
You're practically on their campsite.
I'm actually closer to the neighbors, and they can't even put out. We can't put out our awning. We can't sit out here. I can barely walk here. I'm gonna have trouble getting out of here.
Well, there's a car blocking us, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
So, we'll talk about the campsite, but 0.
Okay, you're not supposed to give your rating.
No. 0 on spacing of these sites.
I think, unfortunately, it's the only game close to town.
Probably
right?
similar to Toronto, but it has other things to offer, so I'll give it that. But shame on the ownership of this place to not what they should do immediately: turn 2 sites into 1 and put some money.
They have
stop making money.
They have 206 sites in here, It's just way too
Yeah,
tight.
yeah, your
It's
profits won't be
horrible.
as high, but do something.
They're obviously getting the people to come, so they obviously probably don't
Again,
care.
only game in
so,
town, you're going to get
yeah.
the people. Anyway, I'm going to put that out aside. Talk about the campsite.
All right, so one thing is that the location is a great location. I mean, you literally you go over the Lionsgate Bridge, which is right, I mean, the cars are coming right past that's negative that you hear the cars, but they're going over the bridge. But there's bike trails, you could walk, you could bike, whatever you scooter, right over the bridge, and it brings you right into the great, I love Stanley Park. With all the bike trails and walking trails and everything you need there. So that is definitely a plus. The campground itself has a pool. And
Very nice pool.
Very nice
one
pool.
Of the best
We went there
pools
one
we've
day.
seen, no
Yeah,
question that.
definitely.
They have a lounge area, very nice. Has a
Yes.
hot tub.
Indoor,
Beautiful.
it's an indoor hot tub. They have a laundromat, which is a plus in my eyes.
All plus.
Yes.
But
The people were very nice. The staff was very
I
nice.
cannot get over two things. One, I mentioned the spacing. The other thing, why would you put all the lots up on a curb?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There is literally a curb, like
Yes.
when you park in the street, you park up against the curb. There's a curb this high, and to get up onto your lot, you have to.
The only thing I could think of is maybe
I
there's a
don't-
lot of
no,
flooding.
Then
I don't
do
know.
something. Then don't have it here.
I don't know.
But that's
Yeah.
insanity. I mean, absolutely insanity that you have to rock to get up on your lot, and God knows how many damage it causes. I just don't know what the thinking is. I just
I
think
don't
it's
know why.
let's put a curb, make it look like a street, and you put a indentation.
Anyway, I wasn't done. It does have a children's playground, and it has 50 amp full hookup if you choose.
What are you getting? What are you getting?
Just the good old SpongeBob popsicle.
I was thinking that when I saw that.
Hi.
Hey, it's Melissa from RV Rolling with MJ. We are currently at Capilano River RV Park in Vancouver, Canada. We're staying at site 85, and here is a site. It has full hookup, 50 amp, which I like because we realize with 30 amp, it's hard for me to use an Instant Pot and an air fryer. I have to shut the AC off, otherwise it blows a fuse. It's happened a couple of times because I forget, and I'm just so used to having no problem using these things. So for future trips, we're going to definitely pick 50 amp unless it doesn't have. There was some campgrounds that did not have it. So the campground here it's very tight. All the sites are really close together. The plus is the location right by the Lionsgate Bridge, and it's easy for bike riding into the city, right into Stanley Park. So that is a great thing. It would be nice. There is mountains. Like when you first come in, you can see the mountains, but you don't see it from the camp when you at least from our site, that you cannot see the mountains. But really there's no view kind of looking at. You can see the cars going onto the bridge. They also have a pool, and it's a pretty nice pool, and they have an indoor jacuzzi, which I did not use. I did go sort of in the pool. It was a little chilly. They also have a nice lounge if you want to hang out. And as I said, it's close to everything, so that's what's a plus. I'll show you around a little bit. So this is one lane. Also, the other problem is that you have to go over with your RV this little lip right here, which I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is maybe it floods here, so you don't get the whole RV campsite doesn't get wet. I'm not really sure, but I wouldn't, if it wasn't close by, I really wouldn't be happy with it. But since it's the location, I guess, you know, the location, I don't think you also have a lot of options when you're staying, if you want to stay in Vancouver. I wish that the grass was greener and there was more trees. There was some trees, like the camping, the tent people have more in the trees. They also have, on the other side of this bathroom, there's a little setup for tables and chairs if you want to sit. But I mean, it's not horrible. I've been at worse, but you know, it's not my cup of tea. So I wanted to show you that you have to fit your RV in this really narrow space, and you're very close when you set up your chairs and everything. It's very close. We end up putting it in front because we have more space in the front. Here is the back side of the entrance where you come with your RV, and right over there is the pool, and over there looks like you can fill up with propane. And this is another section of the campground right over here. It's more trees. When you come in on the left, it's better than where we are. I'll show you the pool area. Here's the pool. It is cold, it's not heated. Right through here is the hot tub. There's a lounge and you can hang out. You get some sodas, drinks, and coffee and stuff like that. Yeah. Right over here is a nice view. If only my RV site was right here with the mountains, that would be very nice. It's in West Vancouver, and then right across from the bridge from Stanley Park. So this is where you check in. I'll show you that afterwards. Oh, there's laundry, which I'll probably be doing either today or tomorrow. There's the machines of laundry. There's also a mall, and with shops, and there's a mall. You go inside. We didn't go in, but there's also an outside area, like with restaurants and shops, and we went to dinner, which was very nice. And it was like a brewery restaurant that was with a lighthouse. I can't remember the name of it. So here is the entrance. The people there were very nice. Inside there's a whole bunch of brochures and maps of everything you want to do in the campground. I mean, out in Vancouver, which was a great thing because I found that other campgrounds did not have this, did not have maps or brochures. They're Good Sam, so you save I guess 10%. Oh, and the other thing is there is a playground, and here's the playground, small. So this is the row that we are on, but all the way down, and coming up on the right is tents. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. We love all the support that everyone has been giving us. We would love if you would subscribe so you can see all the travels through Canada, because we did go across country from Montreal all the way to Vancouver. Plus we also have US stuff too. So if you would like, we would love it if you would subscribe. So here coming up is where the bathroom, and there's tables and chairs if you want to sit outside and relax. And you can there's a sink there, I guess, to wash your dishes.
So anyway, let's get to the numbers, the rating. So we go 0 to 10, 0 being the worst place we ever stayed, maybe.
I was a little embarrassed because our son flew. We had our son fly to Vancouver, and you know, he only went camping with us like a couple of times, but to see a campground like that.
This is not a good sign. This is not a good indicator of what camping is. But the good thing is we weren't here that much. We couldn't, if we wanted to have marshmallows, if we cooked out once, but it was like I had a picnic. Crazy. You can't enjoy the site.
All right, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Only because it would have been so much lower if it wasn't for these factors. One, they had a great pool. Two, they had a nice lounge, even though I didn't use it. And three is the location, how great it was for us to just leave anytime we want and go over the bridge when you're in Vancouver. Otherwise, this would probably be a 3 in my book.
Similar to me, it's tough to rate it because, Vancouver in my mind is spectacular. And, you try to, but to do these reviews of RV campsites, you're going to have to put that out in your mind. But this is very convenient. So, but I think there would be more angry about this place. Toronto was just a bad situation, but this is just, you could have done better. You could do better. 2 sites into 1 or 3 sites into 2. Give a little more space, do something.
But if they're getting the people, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So people are paying, people are coming because it's Vancouver.
But we do what we do. We tell you what to stay. Find something else. But I don't think if you can't, I don't think there is anything else.
There might be something if you have a car. We didn't have a car.
But
so.
if you are going to be busy all the time and not spend time here, this is a good place.
Yeah,
so
for the
it's tough to
location.
give it a number, but I'm going to give it a 4. Just because, I can't say don't come here, because if you don't come here, you don't come to Vancouver, and then you'd miss out on one of the great places in the world. So, anyway.
That's what something, if you stay at a hotel or motel and it's disgusting, you got to sleep in it. But at least if you're staying in a dump, you have your RV, which is usually nice, so at least you have a good place to sleep.
Anyway, with that said,
we will see you down the road.